Welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss acylene condensation. What is meant by acylene condensation and what is mechanism of this reaction and what are the applications of this reaction. All these things we are going to discuss in this video. And one more thing, if they have given question on this topic, how to attempt in exam, right? So all these things will be covered in this video. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and like my videos and share with your friends. We'll move into this video. Why they have given particularly this name for this reaction, acylene condensation or acylene ester condensation. Why? Because here the formation of acylenes takes place by the condensation of esters. So acylenes are formed by condensation of esters. This reaction carried in presence of metallic sodium and in presence of aprotic solvents. So what is solvent? What is the nature of solvent? Aprotic solvents or inert solvent we used to call. And acylenes are nothing but alpha hydroxy ketones. Alpha hydroxy ketones also called as acylenes. We'll represent this equation as follows. So starting reactants are carboxylic esters here and final products are acylones or alpha hydroxy ketones. Let us discuss one example. So I am taking carboxylic ester. For this reaction, we require 2 moles of carboxylic ester. This carboxylic ester on reacting with sodium in presence of aprotic solvents such as toluene and on heating, first they will give sodium salt of enediol enediol and further this enediol in presence of any protic solvent, that may be water or acetic acid, any acid we can take. Finally it will give alpha hydroxy ketone. Alpha hydroxy, this hydroxy group is present in alpha position with respect to this ketone group, so that's why this is alpha hydroxy ketone or acylone. Now we'll discuss its mechanism, how this mechanism will happens. Before that, in this reaction we can observe a direct transfer of electrons from sodium to this ester, right? We'll discuss mechanism now. Let us discuss first step in mechanism. In first step, sodium will react with carboxylic ester here to give radical anion. We'll see that step. So let us take 2 carboxylic ester molecules. So on reacting with sodium now in presence of any solvent like toluene and on heating. Now because of electronegative difference between carbon and oxygen, this pi bond shifted on oxygen in both molecules. Now carbon becomes electron deficient. There is a positive charge on carbon now. Now this sodium is going to transfer its electrons towards the carbon to make the carbon as radical, that is, so after migration of this pi bond, oxygen will have negative charge and here we are having OR, and now this carbon is having radical. Similarly another molecule also, so O minus, and here the sodium plus ions will be. Now these radical anions dimerizes to give dianion. So this radical and this radical both togetherly will form bond. So R C O minus Na plus and OR bond C bond R bond OR and O minus Na plus. Now delocalization of negative charge on oxygen takes place with the simultaneous elimination of these 2 alkoxide groups. It becomes diketone. this molecule becomes diketone or C double bond O, C double bond O R. Further, this diketone on reduction with sodium, it forms sodium salt of enediol. So similar thing here, these two pi bonds will migrate towards oxygen, and oxygen becomes negative on charge and carbon becomes positive on charge. Similarly, nitrogen again will donate electrons towards that carbon, and this carbon certainly having two radicals. The two radicals togetherly forms one double bond, and this Na plus is going to attach to this oxygen negative charge, so that molecules becomes RC radical CR and ONA and ONA. So these two radicals will form one double bond there. So this is sodium salt of enediol. On addition of acid, any H plus, that may be acetic acid or water, we can use any type of acid here. The oxygen will abstract that H plus to become alcohol group. It will give 1,2 diol Now on tautomerism, this molecule becomes alpha hydroxy ketone. The lone pair on oxygen involves in delocalization. This pi bond shifted towards this carbon. Now this carbon becomes negatively charged. So that's why this hydrogen of alcohol group will migrate towards this carbon. So this molecule becomes, so this phenomenon is known as tautomerism. So this molecule becomes alpha hydroxy ketone. So this is alpha hydroxy ketone. This alpha hydroxy ketone is nothing but acetylene, and this is diketone, and this is dianion, and this is radical anion. Okay, this is the mechanism of this acetylene condensation. Next we will discuss some applications and how to attempt this question. Let us discuss some applications of this reaction. Recently they have updated this reaction mechanism by taking additional reagent trimethylsilyl chloride. They got very good yield, high percentage of yield by using additional reagent trimethylsilyl chloride. We'll see that example once. So R C double bond OR with additional reagent, so that is trimethylsilyl chloride in presence of sodium. The reaction conditions are same, sodium and aprotic solvents such as toluene, and on heating, so first it will give orthosilylated enediol, bis orthosilylated enediol, along with this some byproducts also will form. Further, this on treating with aqueous acid will give orthohydroxy ketone or acetylene. This is one of the application. We will discuss one more application. Even this reaction is very useful to prepare cyclic acetylones. This is possible when we are having two ester groups in a appropriate substrate. The molecule which is having two ester groups, these molecules further on reacting with sodium and same conditions, toluene on heating, and at the end we need to add some aqueous acid. So listen how to write product here. So same, this will not change, CH2n times, and next here we are having two ester groups. So one carbon will become C double bond O and another carbon will become CHOH, and rest of the thing is same. So this is cyclic acetylone. Cyclic acetylene. Let us discuss. We'll write the products without using reaction mechanism. For that, we need to observe the reaction conditions and what type of reactant they have given. For this reaction, we required ester group. We have to remember that thing. And what are the reaction conditions? We required aprotic solvent and metallic sodium. These are the essential conditions to carry this reaction. If we remember these reactions, it's very easy to write product. How to write product, we'll discuss now by taking two examples. Let us discuss these two examples. Simple. First, we need to observe reaction conditions. Yes, definitely it is acylation condensation. And we need to observe reactant. Yes, this is also satisfying that rule. Ester, it should be ester. So this is like normal ester. This molecule is having only one ester group. And if we observe second example, this molecule is having two ester groups. So here definitely we are going to get cyclic acetylene. Here we are going to get open chain acetylene. We remember that this group will be eliminated in product. So what we are going to get? CH3. We require two molecules of this ester, we know that already. And one group will be C double bond O and another group will be OH. And next again CH3. Again CH3. So this is the product. Simple. Next we will try to write product for this reaction.
Now both OET groups will eliminate.
So now same thing. This OET group will be eliminated, ethoxide group is eliminated, and what is the rest of the thing? One group will be ketone, one group will be alcohol. So this is cyclic acetylene. So these are the two important examples. This is all about this video. So please like our videos and subscribe our channel and share with your friends. Thanks for watching this video.